Meghan Markle is always attempting to, shall we say, build relationships with very, very, very rich men.
With Prince Harry blindsided and visibly furious. But beyond the drama lies a bigger question, one that could reshape her entire image. If Meghan didn't foot the bill for that luxury suite, who did? And why would someone risk their own reputation just to keep her name gleaming at Paris Fashion Week? Each invoice, every line, every signature could reveal far more than just a secret benefactor. They might expose the true lengths of the illusion she maintained and what it truly cost to preserve it. When the facts finally surfaced, it didn't merely conclude a tripe, it unleashed a storm no one expected, a scandal ready to rewrite the narrative entirely.
Wow, let's make a new Netflix series and story out of Harry's demise. Ooh.
Lit up Avenue Montaigne as Meghan Markle emerged from a black SUV. Draped in custom couture and an air of calculated confidence, it was meant to be her defining moment, a comeback staged perfectly during Fashion Week. A display of elegance, reinvention, and command. Yet behind that polished smile, a hidden narrative was already unfolding. That same week, inside the Plaza Ane, where Meghan lodged, a quiet exchange occurred. A pressured staff accountant scanned invoices and leaked them to a French entertainment journalist. Within hours, murmurs erupted into tangible proof. These receipts told more than mere numbers. Discrepancies leaped off the page. One booking appeared under a luxury brand. Another listed a shadowy Los Angeles corporation with no public record. Authorization codes clashed. Timelines didn't add up. When Balenciaga was contacted, their reply was immediate and clear. We did not sponsor this stay. By nightfall, French media circulated blurred screenshots. Every item from the penthouse suite to the €3,200 stylist retainer painted a story of extravagance and mismanagement. Exposing a chain of events Meghan's team could not reconcile. Leaving Paris buzzing with questions, her image alone could no longer control.
During her Paris Fashion Week appearance, which was another desperate and craven attempt to grab the limelight, while William was getting some good publicity.
No longer controlled the narrative. As headlines multiplied, so did the questions. Who paid, who authorized, and who leaked the documents that turned Paris Fashion Week into a scandal? The answers weren't in photo shoots or red carpets. They were buried in the paperwork, hidden in the final invoice. Yet this revelation was just the beginning. In the weeks before Fashion Week, Meghan's return had been choreographed with meticulous precision. Her team framed it as empowerment, the Duchess turned global tastemaker, reclaiming her image after months of silence. Every photo, wardrobe choice, and security detail was carefully curated. Every guest list PR. Her arrival at the Plaza Athens wasn't just was a statement. Fashion editors praised her as regal and reborn. Social media amplified the spectacle. Influencers reposted outfits. Tabloids hailed her triumphant return. Entertainment outlets touted her rumored Balenciaga partnership as validation from high fashion's inner circle. Behind the scenes, the machinery of image management ran at full tilt. Staff signed NDAs. Photographers were restricted to flattering angles. Costs and contracts were off. To the public, it appeared effortless, a fairy tale weekend in designer gold. Yet industry whispers hinted at inconsistencies. No brand confirmed sponsorship. Stylists spoke like diplomats but signed like freelancers. Then, a single line on a hotel invoice exposed a mismatch that would shatter the illusion. From that moment, the story began to unravel.
Is so odious, it's beyond me.
Absolute media manipulation. But I thought tonight this was really ridiculous. These are two real imposters.
It began quietly. An email attachment sent anonymously to a European journalist contained scanned hotel invoices with digital timestamps detailing every charge from Meghan Markle's stay. What first appeared routine quickly became unsettling. The guest information didn't match her publicized arrangements. Payment authorizations referenced a third party, not her charity foundation or media office. Each page told a story at odds with the narrative her team had carefully crafted. Charges for private transportation, designer fittings, and late-night room service bore initials unknown to any assistant. A single handwritten note, later confirmed by a sponsor, became the spark that ignited a media storm. Within hours, commentators pieced together timelines, cross-checking travel dates and photo sessions. Bloggers and investigative pages dissected every line, circling inconsistencies like evidence at a crime scene. What had seemed effortless glamour now appeared meticulously financed from the shadows. Silence from her camp was deafening. Statements that once flowed freely stopped overnight. Her publicists went dark. Scheduled appearances were suddenly postponed without explanation. The world began asking the one question no one close to her wanted answered: who had actually footed the bill? And with that question came something far more dangerous: speculation. Each new headline widened the narrative. Rumors of secret sponsors, unnamed investors, and whispered favors swirled. The receipts, once mere paperwork, had become evidence in a story that refused to stay buried. And just when it seemed the mystery couldn't deepen further, another name emerged, one that would change everything.
It is so odious, it's beyond me.
Absolute media manipulation. But I thought tonight this was really ridiculous. These are two real imposters.
Meaningless on their own. Yet behind them lay a connection that sent shockwaves through Meghan's inner circle. Journalists traced the trail through a maze of digital signatures, payment processors, and offshore accounts until a pattern emerged. The same electronic signature had appeared in past media investments linked to a wealthy Los Angeles figure, someone who had moved in the same social orbit as Meghan before her royal chapter began. Insiders referred to him only as Mr. X. His involvement was neither official nor public, but fragments of correspondence suggested he had facilitated the payments personally, routing them through a company account to conceal the connection. Observers questioned not just the money, but the motive. Why fund her stay? Generosity? Loyalty? Or an unspoken debt from years past? The revelation reached her team first. Within hours, messages circulated among advisors. Sources described a tense silence when the first article naming Mr. X appeared online. Meghan was reportedly shaken, pacing, tearful, desperate to learn who had exposed the link. Behind palace walls, the news landed like a thunderclap. Those close to Prince Harry said he felt blindsided, convinced the trip had been above board. Now, doubt replaced trust. Every shared decision, every media appearance suddenly carried suspicion. What began as a glamorous weekend had turned into an emotional battlefield built on invoices, rumors, and secrets traded like currency. As the story broke, the world moved faster than damage control could keep up. Overnight, hashtags multiplied headlines, screamed betrayal, and opinion panels dissected every fragment of the leaked documents. Meghan's representatives initially dismissed the reports as mischaracterized, but their denials lacked conviction.
You'll find a way to bounce past him to some other taker who might actually just love the guy. She will take her royal kids, who can still go by prince and princess, and find the billion.
Vanish. Interviews were pulled from syndication, and promotional photos disappeared from fashion coverage. Observers noted how quickly the narrative was being scrubbed, as if the internet itself had turned into an eraser. Behind closed doors, tension escalated. Insiders described frantic phone calls, emergency meetings, and late-night consultations with image strategists. Every scenario was rehearsed: deny, clarify, or stay silent. But each choice carried risk. Silence suggested guilt. Denial risked exposure. The truth was already outpacing control in the public eye. The once celebrated couple now appeared fractured. Cameras captured forced smiles at charity events. Polite distance replaced the warmth that had once defined them. Anonymous sources claimed Harry learned of the Mr. X revelation not from Meghan, but through the news of betrayal that cut deeper than any tabloid headline. Meanwhile, in elite circles, doors quietly closed. Invitations were rescinded. Collaborations postponed. Partnerships reconsidered. Fascination turned to fatigue. A reminder that a tarnished reputation rarely regains its former shine. For Meghan, the emotional toll was immediate. Reports described private breakdowns, tears, and an overwhelming fear that her carefully rebuilt image had collapsed overnight. Friends urged her to disappear, to let the storm pass. But the world was already writing her next chapter without her. The Paris dream had become a global spectacle, its ripples reaching across oceans into her career, her marriage, and her identity, even amid the chaos. One question lingered. Was this a single scandal or the symptom of something deeper? Scandals come and go, but patterns leave fingerprints. Analysts began to notice a larger rhythm beneath the Paris controversy. It was no longer just hotel bills or hidden sponsors, it was the recurring cycle of reinvention. Glamour masked conflict, and each fresh start carried a shadow. Each phase of Meghan's public life followed a familiar arc. A grand entrance, a wave of praise, then sudden unraveling. The city, collaborators, and cause changed, but the outcome was eerily consistent. With the Paris trip exposed, the pattern was impossible to ignore. Even her staunchest defenders hesitated. Observers asked, how could so many contradictions emerge from one carefully managed narrative? Was it misfortune, media distortion, or something more deliberate and artful manipulation of perception designed to maintain sympathy while shifting blame?